Discover a trail for every taste throughout the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina and Virginia. We call it the Cascade Highlands, a 9-county area including in Virginia, Smith, Grayson, Carroll, and Patrick counties, and in North Carolina, Allegheny, Wilkes, Stokes, Surry, and Yadkin counties. All rich in history, culture, recreation, viticulture, festivals, and events. You'll call it a great time. And now, discover 10 of this region's most beautiful sites that have collectively earned the designation of Natural Wonders. Stone Mountain, Wilkes County, North Carolina.
The granite dome that you see today is a small outcrop that's been exposed over time by erosion, by water and wind. It is a part of a 25-mile pluton, meaning granite within the surface that was formed by molten lava millions of years ago.
Stone Mountain became a state park in 1968 and continues to attract visitors to its more than 14,000-acre playground of trout fishing, camping, hiking, equestrian trails, and beautiful surroundings.
A lot of families want to get out of the city, just take a break, come to the mountains, and this is an excellent place to do it.
Devil's Den, Carroll County, Virginia.
The Devil's Den Caves up here in Fancy Gap, Virginia, it's one of the few caves, in my understanding, anywhere in the world that's made out of limestone. And the caves itself are where the limestone rock slid sideways and caused the cave. It's being documented that you can go back inside the cave at least a mile, but you have to have special equipment. You have to be experienced in caves because of the tremendous cliffs that are inside, and then it opens up to tremendous big limestone rooms.
The Devil's Den is also included in the Blue Ridge Plateau Mountain Warbler Trail Loop, where most of the North American warblers travel during their annual migration.
Wonderful place to come and go birding.
New River, Allegheny, Grayson, and Carroll counties in North Carolina and Virginia.
The New River, it's one of the oldest rivers in the world and the oldest river in North America for sure. Some people say it's the second oldest river in the world behind the Nile. This river is so pure. On a clear day in the summer, you can see the bottom at 10 feet.
There's good smallmouth fishing. You can also catch some walleye, which are very good eating. And you can also occasionally catch a muskie.
And the New River Trail starts here in Freeze and goes 59 miles to Pulaski.
Beautiful trail. It's a great trail.
It's well graded.
Yeah, well graded.
It's just great to be out on the New River.
Mount Rogers, Grayson and Smith counties in Virginia.
The total trail miles that Mount Rogers manages is a little over 500. We have about 11 campgrounds. 4 of those are for horse use. There are a lot of different opportunities that people can take advantage of here. You can camp. There are a lot of private cabins in the area. There's the Grayson Highlands State Park that's right nearby, and just many, many different choices that folks have. Some of the greatest scenery in Virginia.
Dan River, Patrick County in Virginia, and Stokes County in North Carolina.
Well, the Dan River is 187 miles long. It's one of the few rivers that travels south to north. It starts in Virginia, runs down into Stokes County, and then back up through Rockingham County, a little bit through Caswell, and then back up into Virginia.
It's awesome. It's got everything. It's got some nice rapids. It's got some really easy rapids, and it's got some calm water, to play in and have some fun with.
It's fun for tubers. It's fun for canoeists, kayak, and fishermen. Can enjoy smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, and further upstream, even trout are stocked into it.
Huge rock outcroppings as high as 80, 85 feet high. So it's beautiful scenery. It's we refer to it as rocks, trees, and water. And you'll see a couple houses in the middle of it, and then rocks, trees, and water again.
Pilot Mountain, Surry County, North Carolina.
It's not considered a mountain. It's considered monadnock, which basically means it's an isolated mountain, but geologically it's a high elevation portion of the Piedmont. Well, we've been in a state park since 1968, and we're one of Western North Carolina's busiest parks when they come here to hike, and that's the primary activity of probably 70 to 80% of our visitors are here to hike. We also have a lot of rock climbers. We have one of the busiest rock climbing areas in the state park system. We also have a lot of horseback riders, camping, and we really do get a lot of people that that really come here, and this is the high point of their week. They spend all week locked in a cubicle in an office under fluorescent lights, and they get to come out here and, you know, just 20 minutes away from a pretty large city, they've got a mountain with almost 30 miles of trails that they can explore.
Whitetop Mountain, Grayson County, Virginia.
Whitetop Mountain is another really unique area here. We manage Whitetop Mountain as a special biological area because there are so many endangered or threatened or state-listed sensitive species that live there. And these are not things that you'll see too many of right away. The federally endangered northern flying squirrel is one of the more important species that we manage for on Whitetop Mountain. But it also has the highest vehicle road in the state of Virginia. And you can drive right up to the top, and then on most days you can have a tremendous view of the mountains to the south.
Hanging Rock, Stokes County, North Carolina.
Hanging Rock State Park has been around since the 1930s. It was created because citizens of Stokes County and Winston-Salem got together, raised money, bought 3,000 acres and donated it to the state because this is such a special place. They wanted to be preserved for all time for the citizens of North Carolina and the guests of North Carolina. What most people come for is the incredible scenery. You can hike the overlooks on Moore's Knob, Cook's Wall, and of course Hanging Rock itself. And there's a reason the park's named for Hanging Rock. The rock is spectacular and the view is incredible. There are 5 waterfalls, a beautiful 12-acre mountain lake, and it draws people here, and they come back because it becomes special to people. They come here to vacation, they enjoy it, it's relaxing, it's beautiful, and so they just come back and they bring their families back for generations.
Mount Airy Granite Quarry, Surry County, North Carolina.
The Granite Quarry is one of our neatest attractions. It's the world's largest open-face granite quarry in the world, and it's also a point in space that the astronauts use when they come down the East Coast. It's so large.
The actual quarry mass is about 7 miles long, 1 mile wide, and approximately 8,000 feet deep.
The architectural stonework was used on the Arlington Memorial Bridge. It's probably one of the most prominent examples of Mount Airy stonework.
The Kitty Hawk Wright Memorial, the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C., and a lot of visitors will come in and talk about the beautiful granite structures, and then once we tell them about the granite quarry, they definitely want to see it, and they don't even realize what's in our backyard here in North Carolina.
Salt Wells, Smith County, Virginia.
The town of Saltville is located in the Saltville Valley, which is located near the upper end of the Tennessee Valley. The salt and gypsum were deposited along a fault line, and the salt, rock salt, is 200 feet beneath the valley floor, but it extends more than a mile deep underneath the ridges to the east side of the valley.
The town's unique salt reserves attracted animals to the area during the Ice Age, and the wet salt marsh environment helped protect their bones. Native Americans traded the precious mineral for other necessities, while the town provided it to the Confederate Army and was the site of 2 battles in 1864.